Okay, so we had a great example of a trading system that a trading setup that happened around 10 o'clock. So we'll review that and then we'll just review some zones as practice, right? And I also have a few things written down here, right? So I also send this as a signal in the signal chat in case anyone saw it. Boom, 1 to 5. This was a great setup. Yeah, but I do think this would drop a lot further, right? Now the thing about trading and trading strategies and trading systems, me personally, I always like to evolve and optimize my trading system, right? So for example, I've noticed that whenever the market is in a strong higher time frame downtrend, it could be beneficial to find your entries and just try to hold them with a higher time frame target, right? So that's what I was considering with this setup in particular. So for me, I didn't even set a take profit, right? Because I'm looking at Euro USD on the higher time frame downtrend, and we had this novice area on the daily, and I know that it could come down to this weekly daily demand, right? That's outside of the novice area. So it's like to optimize, you could always set aside risk for a higher time frame target with a lower time frame entry. But obviously, just keep doing what works for you and just keep trying to make your trading system better, right? Right, and then also I wanted to show you how a good way to like journal your trade, right? I mean, Telegram is great. I'm going to make a Telegram channel just to journal this particular strategy. But I was journaling my trades in my notes today. Let's see, reward. And I wanted to show you how I did it, right? Right, so this is my notes on my computer. So today I was like, this was the trades I was looking at today because even though we trade 11 and 2, you could really trade anytime because this strategy works on any time frame, anytime, right? So here we had an example. I had Euro USD supply, 3-minute supply, drop base drop, novice area, and then I set the zone, right? Now, I did close this early because of news, right? And it didn't hit the final target, but it did run. I wasn't targeting 1 to 3, I was targeting 1 to 5. That's my usual target, 1 to 5. That way I only need to win 2 trades out of 10. Which is not hard, right? It's not impossible with this system. We already caught 2 1 to 5s this week. So the risk was 500, and then the reward was positive 836, right? Because I closed out early prior to news. Now this was the second setup on the 5-minute. I set this one out as a signal, right? We had drop base drop. The market came, test the zone. It didn't penetrate the zone by 50%. And then it dropped, right? Then we had the novice area, fair value. Whenever the market taps the zone and it doesn't penetrate it, it gives us a sense of reassurance that there is a significant supply and demand imbalance here. So this was a sell limit that was set, and the risk was 500, or the target was 1 to 5, which is 250, right? And this was eventually TP hit. The market didn't really spend a lot of time at the zone, right? So even though your trading system could indicate that we trade at 11, because based on statistics and reviewing most of the trading setups, a lot of the trades would occur at 11. The second time it occurs a lot is at 10, from 10 to 11. So sometimes if you're free, you could just take a peek at the chart at 10 and see if there's anything. And it only takes a few minutes to identify these setups, right? So let's go back to trade and view. So this is probably the high of the day. Hopefully this is the high of the day. And the market doesn't come back. Yeah, like I was saying, hopefully this is the high of the day and the market doesn't come back, right? I did fresh analysis on your USD, but I just want to remind you in order to get better, you need to journal your trades. And even if you don't take any trades today, you journal the trades that could have been taken, right? So for example, yesterday, I had this zone highlighted right here. This was a 5-minute, 3-minute zone. It was 5-minute, but it was better on the 3-minute, right? And I wanted to take it, but I chose not to take it because it was counter trend, right? But based on my mechanical rules, it was worth the risk, right? Because some trades are worth the risk. And I didn't take the trade, and it ended up running perfectly, right? It ended up running 1 to 5. So obviously, I journaled this so that next time, I would remember. It's just 1 hour, right? It's worth the risk for potential 5-hour reward. The trade was counter trend, probably could have just lowered the risk, right? Now, also, the market also presented an opportunity that I wasn't able to identify, right? So we had this base drop on the 15-minute. And, also it looked, okay, it didn't look good on the 30 minutes. On the 1 hour, not the best, but the 15-minute, we had this base drop, right? And then we had the novice area below. And strange enough, I wasn't able to identify this zone in advance, right? It was right in front of me, but I didn't see it until the market reacted. By the time the market tapped the zone and it was already down here, that's when I realized that zone was right there in front of me the whole time. So if you don't train your eyes to see it, you're not going to see it. And the way you train your eyes is by journaling your trades that you've taken and then journaling the trades that you should have taken, right? And you do that enough, by the time you have 100 sample sizes of trades, by the time you've had 100 entries into your journal, it would just become natural to be able to identify these trades very quickly, right? So that is important. Now this works on every pair, every time frame, but for some reason it works good for me on Eurusd. So that's why I've been focused on Eurusd. And I haven't even really been focused on trading much other pairs because if I'm having the most success in this location, I might as well double down on it, right? Let's look at BTC USD. I set this as a signal, BTC USD, 15-minute, just so we could see an example, right? We have, and this is what I considered when I set this BTC trade. I was like, okay, Euro USD is on a higher time frame downtrend. The market is trending hard. And, whenever we get a good entry for a sell, it tends to run. So why don't I look for pairs that has a strong trend and look for setups to get into those strong trend, right? And I was like, okay, who's trending a lot right now? Bitcoin, right? Every day you see Bitcoin break a new high. So I came to Bitcoin and I was like, okay, novice area, demand on the 15-minute. Boom. The trend is up, so just set the zone. And that was the idea for Bitcoin. I also sent it. I also sent it as a signal. So let me update the signal chat. I did send this as a signal, didn't I? Yeah, let's see. Pretty sure. Yep, I did. It's right here. Right. Right. So let's have a quick look at your USD again, since it's 11 to see. I don't think I think this was the trade because the market really provides a couple of trades a day, especially on your USD. 130, 140. Right, so Eurusd, I believe is going to continue to drop. Where will it stop? We have to look at the nearest demand zones. We have this one on the floor. We could get a reaction off of. But my overall target is this daily. And even inside this daily, we have this 4 hour that is a lot lower down, right? In order for us to consider an entry, the market needs to create fair value. The market needs to drop, create fair value, create supply for us to consider another entry, right? I guess, I mean, that'll probably be it for today. That was just, the trade already played out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you have any questions, hit me up. Make sure and journal. All right.